Hello again, it's Mike, back at you. Today I'm going to be playing with my coupe, and I'm going to be going underneath and trying to fit these tailpipes. So, gonna get under there, see what I got to do to remove the exhaust system on it, cut the tack welds that I put on there, remove the mufflers, see what I want to do about welding on the V-band clamp flanges, and just slowly slug it away and try to knock it out. So let me bring you underneath here and show you what we're working with. Well, these are the tack welds that I put on there. A little bit more than just a buzz that I thought I remembered doing, but it's just until I can get it to take. I just gotta cut those with a grinder. Take these clamps off. I'm gonna have to trim this flange back. I'm gonna have to take the whole muffler off. I think is the easiest thing. I have another tack at the front, but just to get the flanges welded on here instead of trying to TIG weld it underneath the car. Yeah, this is where I had to pie cut it and change it in the past. It's still too close to things. Yeah, if I could really close up in here. So while we were on the dyno, as things warm up and move around a little bit, it just started vibrating and rattling. It's touching here. If I twist it, it'll be all weirded out. So it's just not, I don't know who designed it, I don't know who assembles it and makes it. I just know it'll get you stainless pipes, but man, they're not bent right. So I'm just haven't had any bad luck with the Flowmaster ones. So that's what I'm using. And I could probably sell these to somebody, no problem. Because eventually I'm not sure if I want to put a rear-ended sway bar or a roll bar on this thing. And I don't want any interference problems. Because they're going to come right, the links are going to come right here. And this is right in the way, because this should be over here. Not swinging all the way heck over to the inside of the car. So, yeah, look at that, it's supposed to go like straight. Yeah. I don't know how they do these things, who designs them, but it's done cheaply. So, yeah, I'll put you in a time lapse. I'll start grinding some welds and see how this goes. Alright, I don't know how well any of that got filmed. I didn't do a whole lot because I didn't figure the TIG weld and be blinding the camera out, but it ain't no stack of dimes, that's for sure. And I don't profess to be a professional welder, but it's gonna never ever break. So I didn't backflow the backside or anything when you do stainless, so but I've done enough of it to know that it's never gonna break. Yeah, it's just gonna be just fine. It's not gonna leak. Flanges still fit. I was concerned because when you start doing stitches like an inch here, an inch there, this flange warps pretty hard, and it was rocking at certain stages. But after you get it all done, they're still pretty good and flat. So this is done. So I'm gonna get it fitted back to the car. The thing is that the hangers were on old tailpipes, and I want to preserve that, so I cut these hangers off. I don't know where I want to weld them, if I want to weld them to here or I want to weld them to the tailpipes. But I'll just have to support this for a little while with the jack underneath the Y and see how this goes, because this is going to be a pretty precision fit when it comes time to weld those on. But alright, I'll get it back under the car, and time to do a lot of mock-up and see how things are going. About halfway through now, but I got this passenger side all welded up. Looks pretty nice. Not the best, but I'll take it any day. And so gotta worry about the passenger or the driver's side. But I got even the hanger put back on it. Oh, sorry. So it's a nice tack. Just got to clean up a little bit about there, but move it around. Nothing's even close to rubbing on anything, which is nice. You can see the tube goes decently up and around on the fender wells. Plenty of clearance for tires. Shaking it hard there, it's not even close. There's some room for the back bumper. I just kept the cover on because when I'm taking these pipes down, it keeps every now and then it'll rub on the bumper cover. And I just don't want to scratch the paint, so I'm keeping it there for now. So, still got the passenger's or driver's side to do. I gotta bend this tab on the gas tank away a little bit more, and then I had it mocked up. It's running right where it should be. And I'll take you over to the bench. I'll show you that. Yeah, this is a setup. I got the TIG welder drug out. Mine's going to the car for when I have to tack it up. Bring it back over here. As well, do the brunt of the welding. So ugly tacks because I'm upside down. Kind of orientations under the car, but it's getting done. I may run these welds around here and call it enough for tonight. Just got done. I went inside eating dinner. Motivation is low, waning down. Getting dark. It's still 60, which is nice. That's the nicest day it's been in a long time. It's good working with the garage door open. But yeah, going nice. A little bit better than I thought. I thought this was going to be a bigger pain than it was, but just got to think about a lot of stuff before you get ready to make the cuts in the welds. But it all turns out pretty good. So come back at you in a little bit. Guys, exhaust work on the Coupe is done. I'm pretty happy with it. So let me take you underneath and show you what it looks like. So, There's a little water leaking out. I just started it up. So I didn't feel any exhaust leaks when I went around it, so I may have to just cinch up the clamp a little bit more. But welds is looking not too bad. Put hangers back on it. I had to extend this hanger because the original ones were not even the same left to right, and this one was much shorter than that one was. So you can see the welds. Not pretty, not great, but good enough. Nobody will ever complain about that. So got plenty of clearance for the drive shaft. They're up and level. You can wiggle everything around. There's plenty of room. Nothing's gonna knock. Got plenty of room for bigger wheels and tires. So good room here to the body. You can see the exhaust comes straighter up. A lot more room in case I want to run an anti-roll bar later, because the links are going to come right up here, and there'll be enough room for the plate in there. Same thing on this side. Plenty of room to shake. Plenty of room in the exhaust tank. Yeah, the gas tank. And yeah, I'm happy. It's not going to rattle. The only thing that I have about these exhaust tips is I wish it had another little ½ inch to an inch to stick out. And corporate decided, hey, we're gonna save some money and short everybody ½ inch or an inch off these exhaust pipes and save $1 million. I don't know. I don't remember them ever being that short, but you can't pull them out any further this way because the arch around the axle tube will get really close to hitting the front side here. So if you moved it any further to the back, you know, the axle tube would get close to the axle shaft housing itself. And let me look straight up here. Even at the full bottom extremity, there's only like a hand within there. I mean, I could have came out, but that'd be real close. And I think I put it right where I wanted to be. So, yeah, I'm super happy. A lot of clearance to everything. So a lot better than those other tailpipes. I mean, I took those other tailpipes off. You could tell they were cheap. They were really thin. They were really light. But that's what you get. And I got the shocks loose. I got some upgrades coming on the way. I took the shocks loose just so I could drop the axle down because I couldn't get that passenger side exhaust off with the hanger was welded to the pipe. Unless I dropped the axle, I wasn't going to sit there bang and clunk it and scratch up all the paint. I don't know who worries about scratching that side of the car but me, huh? So, anyway, I'll wrap this up and I'll catch you guys in the next video.